going
Hey,
on,
Chris,
Steve?
how are you?
So, Steve, you got to play a game that I played only once or twice, but I'm super interested in hearing your thoughts on it, and that's Dice Forge.
I did, and interestingly, playing on BGA was probably missing out on what everybody thinks is the coolest part of the game, is snapping the dice together, and so we were doing that virtually. But yeah, Jay taught it to me the other night, and Evan as well. Actually, let me clarify that. He taught it to Evan, and I also listened. Evan then proceeded to school us in the game. Good game. I want to give it another shot to get a sense of whether I'm going to like it more from here or less from here. I'm not so sure about that, but we'll see. It's a game where you're in the first of 10 rounds. You're trying to add faces to your die to pump up your dice. And every time you're rolling, you're always getting resources of some sort, but you're starting to build them up to stronger resources, or to collect more of them, or to get more gold to buy better things. And then after some point, you kind of say, I've built enough of that, and I'm going to be starting to use around the outside edges. You can see there are 7 different parts of the board where you can be buying cards that have special powers that break the game a little bit, but also get you points. And by the end of it, it's pretty much a collection of points. It's relatively abstract, although there's good art on all the cards, and it kind of looks, thematically fantasy kind of stuff. I like the look of it, but it was basically converting resources to get better resources, to get more points, to beat your friends. I invested poorly. I invested in the victory points, and I was looking like I was way out in the lead until everybody just blew by me on the last turn with all of their cards having outperformed me points-wise. It was good. I liked it. But I do need to give it another shot, and I don't think that BGA gives it the same wow factor as if you were playing it on the table. So I would want to get my hands on a hard copy if somebody had one to borrow and sit and play with. But we'll see about that one. It was good. It was good.
Chris, have you played? I wanted to say Dark Crystal because Evan keeps posting about Dark Crystal on there. God dang it, Evan. Dice Forge. Sorry. Have you played Dice Forge?
I haven't, but the fact that you had a positive experience without touching those physical bits actually says the game stands up better than I might anticipate. I came across friends playing it at a con once, and we were trying to hang out with them, and they're like, no, I'm playing this dice game. Have you seen these dice? They're so amazing. You have to do the thing. They were super into it, and that's my one impression of it. And it's been on my I want to play with little dice things. But I assume that that toy component is so much of the experience. So even just enjoying it at all without that is some level.
No, there's a game there. The toy factor, I'm sure, puts it over the top. So you're having a lot more fun at the table. But I think if I got better at the next game, I know Evan would too. And I know Jay would too. So I just don't know that this is going to be a game that clicks for me. I had fun playing and losing. I had fun playing and losing. It was a good little game.
I liked Dice Forge. So Jack, my son, played it first, Dice Tower Con 2017 or 2018. And I asked him about it, and he's like, the making the dice was awesome. The rest of the game, he likes chucking dice. He wants to, battle wizards or take territory. And there was none of that. So I waited a long time, and I finally got to play it last year. Sagan from our Southern Board Game Fest taught it to me. And I'm going to tell you, I liked it, but the dice part is really the attraction in the game to me. The exchanging of the resources and the special powers, I got to admit, are cool, but they're based on the dice, So upgrading your dice is a lot of fun. I would like to see that mechanic done in a different game, I think. So, I mean, if I'm going to play a resource conversion game, there's a bunch of others out over this. So
I can see that.
That's just me. I'm a little bit more meh on it, I think, than Steve and Verla. Maybe Dean. Dean says I'm wrong. He says, you're correct, Steve. Physical copy of Dice Forge, fantastic. Maybe Verla says she loves a Dice Forge, both in person and online. That's one that we're going to play a game online, Steve. I'll probably want to play something different. But
I do need to play it again because, like I was saying, it could go up from here or it could go down from here, and it was good. So, the first time through as a learning game, I usually think of that as the first pancake off the pan. It's not going to be the best one. So see how it is the next time you play it. And if it feels like it's same old, I might be joining you. If I start to see that I'm connecting things better and it's more fun because I'm chaining things, maybe it'll rise. Who knows?
And that is Dice Forge. Anybody remember who makes Dice Forge? I think it's a French company, if I remember right.
I will look that up while you're continuing on.
All right, and that is Dice Forge. Steve gives it a thumbs up. I'm a meh, and Chris says he's going to listen to Steve and not me. Right. I think that's probably the wisest idea. Hey, Steve, while I've got you here, there's a big convention that's that was supposed to happen. You remember conventions, Chris? Do you remember what those were, where we got together with a lot of people and we played games?
I really do.
Well, by the way, while I'm getting the picture set up, what is your game? What's your convention if it was still rocking and rolling along in 2020? What game conventions would you have gone to? What's your favorite one there?
My favorite is one that would have just happened, which is Shucks, which happens in Vancouver, the Shut Up and Sit Down convention. I've been there. I mean, it's only been going for like 3 years, I guess 4 years now. But it's got maybe it's just the size of where it is in its lifetime, but it's cozy, good crowd, good vibe. Vancouver is beautiful, happens to be drivable from Seattle, which helps a lot. So it has this feeling of a nice getaway with just nice people. And I miss Shucks. I miss Shucks.
Oh, I would love to go to Shucks. Hey, we got some corrections here, so let's make sure we have the record correct. Dean says production is fantastic. The game is pretty fun. Marshall knows me. Marshall knows that I just want to make my own dice and then play Strike with it. That's it.
Yep.
Strike. Gladiators and Arena. That's right.
Gladiator Forge. It's got to be Gladiator Forge, though.
See, now you're speaking my language. Now you're speaking my language. Hey, Steve, right down the road, right, just across the highway. Kevin's got a copy.
Yep.
Just name the date.
We got to get back together, Kevin.